This ministry has meant the world to me and my family. It has just taught us so much about the gospel and how much Jesus loves us.
A strong, solid gospel foundation. We knew the very, very first time we stepped foot in the doors that this is where we were going to make our home church.
It's been very good.
Like home.
Yeah, it's been very good for us.
Boy, I just love this church. Just love being in this building. Just love being in this place. Just love it.
For our family, it's a place where we've learned to glorify God.
Son Jake has been coming to preschool here since he was 3 years old. He's now enrolled in kindergarten.
God is in everything that he does, and that's one of the biggest prayers I think God has answered for us is putting God in his heart and in his life through this church and through this school.
It's really a representation of the body, that it's a church that doesn't exist for its current congregation. It's a church that exists for the future.
My name is Liam Cash. I came to Seven Rivers when I was very young. I first came to the school, and then in about first or second grade is when my family first came to Seven Rivers Church. It's my senior year at Seven Rivers, and when I graduate and going off to college, I've learned things here. Like at the school, they teach us, apologetics, how to defend our faith, systematics. I have the blessings to know like the foundation, the theology of what I believe and to understand it, and that's just awesome.
My name is Bob Placati and my wife Joyce.
Hi. We were just baptized here last year in the spring, and actually just the baptism itself, just listening to Ray and Adam and Brandon and really absorbing what they were saying about God's forgiveness and love, I think changed both our lives so much.
Hi, my name is Bill. This is my wife Jenna, and we've been members of Seven Rivers Presbyterian Church for 14 months. I was introduced to God and spirituality through a 12-step recovery program. They push this concept of your own conception of God, and that really never was good enough for me because my conception was pretty, it was my conception, it was wrong. So I needed some education and some gospel.
We've come to learn that God loved us first. I wouldn't be able to get there on my own. Even if I started from the very beginning, I'd still make mistakes, and even if I started today, and because of Jesus and because of God's love for us and because of forgiveness and grace, everything's different.
It really is time to broaden our scale. It's time to serve a larger portion of our population. I think of Acts chapter 1 where it says, "Be my witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the ends of the earth." And I think we've done the first stages of that very well. It's time to serve more.
The church is using this campaign to get funding for the preschool so that more kids can come here, and also for athletic fields so that more kids will be drawn to go to this school.
If people are driving by and they see the big athletic fields, they're going to be like, oh wow, I never knew there were athletics there, and they can come and watch the games, and then they hear just people sharing with them like simple things about the church, and then they become interested, which then they come to church and we can spread the gospel to them, and that's really what it's about.
The more people that run through that preschool that may not even have God in their lives right now may see the other children and the other families that do have God in their lives and notice that is maybe the one thing that they're lacking in their family, or the one thing that can be the saving thing to their family if they are going through troubles. Getting people here spreading the word, contributing monetarily any way that we can. And just the invitation alone could be worth millions to anybody.
For me, it's always about faith. It's always about a walk with God. Everything I do has to do with whether I'm trusting God or not. All I need to do is follow His direction and do what He asks me to do. And I know that no matter what it is, it's going to be fine. I know that. And the only advice I would give to people is to follow that. You know, it's not about me making a New Year's resolution that says, okay, from now on I'm going to give X amount of money to the church for the capital campaign and start budgeting and all that kind of stuff. That's not it. That's not it. For me, that's not it at all. When I start, because that's me telling God, this is how I'm going to do it, as opposed to me asking God, show me, because I don't know how to do it. Show me, and He does. Because when we trust God, with our lives, and we do what He asks us to do, it gets better and better and better and better, and it's just explodes.
Today's the day that the MORE campaign reaches its culmination, and we make our commitments of our resources to advance the mission that God's given us in this place. Hey, make no mistake about it, what this is ultimately about is revival. When the gospel sets God's people free to give their resources up. I mean, you're talking about the assault on the citadel of American idolatry, our peace and comfort and money, when people actually freely of their own will, overjoyed by the love of God for them, make financial commitments towards the accomplishment of God's work. This is a beautiful thing. It sets people free. And I'm proud to be the pastor of this church, and I can't wait to watch as people tangibly say, take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to Thee. This is a great day in the life of our church and in the future of our church. To say as a church, it's not about us. It's about the mission of God. It's about the children. More Jesus, more gospel, more families, more mission.